October 2nd, 2018. Basketball season is about to get underway. On TV today, they're hyping that LeBron James is going to be playing. You can watch him on TV today and look at what happens in the world of news. You get a story linking the NBA and the ongoing contrived Brett Kavanaugh saga. Today, it's that Chris Dudley, who was supposedly his friend, Chris Dudley, the former NBA player, got into a bar fight in '85. Kavanaugh was there. He was interviewed by the police as a witness. This is today's news by the numbers. Before we go on with this, I want to let you know that I was a young child when Chris Dudley was in the NBA, and it is because of this man specifically, and I've ranted about him many times over the years. I think I was even just talking about him last week on my radio show. Chris Dudley is the reason, or one of the main reasons, that I figured out that pro sports were not legitimate as a child. I had enough common sense as a child to watch Chris Dudley play basketball and say, this doesn't make any sense. I mean, nobody would ever pay this guy any money to play basketball. He has no basketball ability. Yeah, he's big and tall, but he can't do anything with his height. He can't even lay in the ball. He can't make a little 2-foot shot. He was just terrible. I mean, he had no athletic ability. He'd get at the free throw line. He'd be like, it was just embarrassing to watch. And I just thought, what in the hell? That's what I was saying as a 7-year-old. What in the hell? Why am I not a millionaire getting paid to play basketball? This guy's out there. You see how his poses? Like, that's how I was as a 7-year-old watching Chris Dudley play basketball. I'd just be like, this doesn't make any sense. The exact same pose. I felt like this news story was made to mock me. Anyway, happened in '85, right? He's a basketball player. Big basketball hype today. LeBron going to be on TV playing for LA. Basketball '85. You think this bar fight even happened? I guarantee you it didn't. I guarantee this is all made up. More news by the numbers. The world of sports and news coming together again. We just talked about the accuser with the last name Dolphin during Monday Night Football when Monday Night Football was in Florida, the same state the Dolphins were in. That was another story from last Monday, part of this Kavanaugh saga. But check this out here. Chris Dudley. Christian Guilford Dudley. He's from Stamford, Connecticut, right next to New Haven, Yale, Skull and Bones, Masonry, where Kavanaugh went. Notice his birthday, February 22nd, 1965, right? So we're going to measure, he's 53 years old right now, like Kavanaugh. February 22nd is the 53rd day of the year. 53 is the number that represents the womb in Gematria. This whole thing's about sexual abuse, violating women sexually, news by the numbers. But check it out. From his February 22nd birthday, 2/22, to today is 222 days later. How do you like that for news by the numbers? What are the odds? Remember, order out of chaos equals 222. If you watch TV and let them listen to what they say about Kavanaugh, they use the word chaos every other minute. This whole thing is chaotic. It's chaos. It's chaos. That's the Masonic motto. Order out of chaos. That's how they control the world. Contrived nonsense, distractions, and then all along the way, they just string along their agenda. Also, from February 22nd to today, it's 222 days later, or it's a span of 223 days, meaning it's the 223rd day of Chris Dudley being his age. 223 is the big number with Masonry. Talk about this number all the time. Masonry controls all of the federal government, all of the media. Masonry works by this code of letters and numbers. It is theirs. Here's what else is funny. The story is that they're using the word altercation, arrested for altercation. And if you read the story, it was a bar fight. Altercation 71, bar fight 71, Dudley 71. This entire process is Catholic. Once again, Kavanaugh just had his big testimony day where he pledged how much he loves to drink beer. Why would you ever do that when you're being accused of sexual assault while drunk? You just wouldn't do that unless it was all part of a contrived comedy episode. His Saturday Night helped us bring to life. Same people who write the scripts for Saturday Night Live write the same scripts for your government. The same Zionists control the whole show. Anyway, that whole testimony was on the Jesuit order's birthday, the Masons within the Catholic Church. Kavanaugh's Catholic. He went to a Jesuit school. The entire Supreme Court history is all Catholic and Jewish, pretty much. You know, the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, which is the most Jewish branch of Freemasonry, has its headquarters in D.C. D.C. used to be the Catholic colony. That's why it's between Virginia and Maryland, Virgin Mary. The Catholic Church works by this code of letters and numbers. Absolutely. Every single motion by the Catholic Church is by this code. But just look at it. I mean, how could it all just be so perfect? Just example after example after example. And there's a lot of things coded into Chris Dudley's full name, which is Christian Guilford Dudley, but we're just going to skip it. I just don't even care. I guess we can talk about Chris equals 57, like Supreme Court, like Scottish Rite, like how Kavanaugh was nominated July 9th and his hearing began September 4th, 57 days later. Chris Dudley, born on the 53rd day of the year, played for 16 years. In all of them, he was god-awful. 53, the 16th prime. You know. And with regards to 53, religion equals 53, you know. Yeah, no. It's just so... It's so pathetic what they do, and people just don't get it. I mean, you turn on the TV, switch to SportsCenter all day. They're talking about basketball and LeBron, basketball about to get underway. You turn on CNN, now all of a sudden there's a former NBA player who should have never been in the NBA in the first place being used in this propaganda. It's just too right in front of the face. The truth is just right in front of the face, and most people, I don't know, too drunk, too distracted, too not seeing the obvious. We're going to leave it there, Truth Seeker. Until next time.